When before I sit down, I'm going to read my little poem without my glasses, thank you. When my daughter was murdered, I was going through a divorce. And I don't know if any of you ever been with somebody who, when they caught you down, instead of trying to help you up, they tried to push you down even further. Okay, I'm talking to the right crowd. We didn't have no money. I was delivering plain dealing newspapers. I remember crying one day because my child wanted a bag of potato chips and I couldn't find a quarter. I digged in the couch. I couldn't find a quarter. So sometimes I walk in the store and if I see a woman tell her child, I ain't got no money, boy, put that back. Excuse me, miss, I ain't trying to be funny. But can I pay for whatever that child wants? Because I remember. So we delivering newspapers in a Fred Flintstone mobile. Hole in the floor, the kind you go to stop, your foot go. Remember Fred Flintstone? Y'all don't know nothing about it. But the heat didn't work, but we trying to make it. Didn't have a Dante Whitner to come along and say, Mama, you can make it. I just had a reason to get up. So we delivering newspapers over off 105 in St. Clair in the Fred Flintstone mobile. Hole in the floor, no heat, and my 8-year-old son, my 3-year-old daughter. And my son was crying there because he was cold. And I'm saying to him, baby, hold on. We got to deliver these papers so we can pay this mortgage, so we can get some food. This is all we got to do right now. But I was sick and tired of being sick and tired. I was tired of the kids saying, Mom, do we have any potato chips? Mom, I'm tired of not having. If somebody could have told me how to stop the world, I would have got off. But anyway, we delivering the newspapers. And since I felt that God was not going to help me, I thought I'd help God. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm just lose my mind. Go crazy, be nuts, sleep under a bridge. And then they said, well, you know, Yvonne lost her mind, didn't you? And I'd be like, good. I thought that was the only way out. I did. So every morning I'm getting up looking for insanity. How you go crazy? How you intentionally go crazy? I don't know. So you have to be careful, ladies, of what you are seeking, what's coming in your mind. Because what you are seeking is also seeking you. If you say you can't, then you can't. If you say it won't ever, then it won't ever. You got to say, yes, I can. I didn't know that then. So I'm looking for insanity. And insanity met me on 105 off St. Clair early one morning. Deborah, I'm delivering papers. I get out of the car to throw the paper in the building, and I come down the stairs. I left my 2 children in the car with the car running and the door open. When I come down, there Insanity was. Sandy said, I heard you've been looking for me. I was ready to go. Y'all ain't been there. I was like, yes, I have. Just tell me what to do. Insanity said, it's simple. You just walk away. I said, walk away and do nothing. Just walk away and don't look back. So I'm looking, all I see is 105 in St. Clair and snowing. But then I turned and I saw my 2 children looking at me. Like, Mom, what's the matter with mine? You know, can you just imagine that? That you just ready to walk away? This is the poem that came out of it. It's called Insanity's Eyes. I looked into the eyes of insanity. And I'd like to tell you just what I did see. When I looked into the eyes of insanity, insanity's eyes appeared quite beautiful to me. For safer than the eyes of insanity appeared a place of refuge, a place to hide. At the time, insanity even seemed to offer me comfort as he stretched his arms open wide. Yes, for a brief moment, he showed me an easy way out. After all, life had been so cruel and unfair, this was no doubt. His eyes seemed never ending. They didn't have a figure nor a form. When I looked even closer at insanity, insanity's eyes appeared quite warm. I saw plenty of space to move around in, a place to finally be free. But the only problem was it was offering me a place of consolation, but it was safe within the walls of insanity. So as I looked at the eyes of insanity and I pondered what my next move should be, I glanced momentarily in another direction and I noticed that my children were staring at me. I felt the pull from within their eyes that were screaming at me, "Mommy, please don't go. Because if you leave and go with insanity, who's going to take care of us? We need to know." As I stood there for a brief moment, I was being pulled in and I was being tugged and I was being torn apart. But it was then that I looked to heaven and I let a prayer come out of my heart. "Oh God," I prayed, "please help me. For I am certain that you are aware how I long, God, to leave and go with insanity. I need you to illustrate to me that you still care." As the tears met beneath my water-soaked chin, suddenly the strength came to me to turn into the direction of my children and wave goodbye on that day to insanity. The tears blurred my vision. As I glanced again at insanity, you will never guess what it was that I did see. That shielded behind all the warm eyes of insanity was a ferocious beast waiting just to destroy me. So I dried my tears, which had rapidly begun, and I stepped into the direction of my daughter and my son. As I reached the destination, I rejoiced in the victory, for it was only then that I realized insanity hadn't taken hold of me. As I relate this story to you, you may have even at one time seen his eyes. Just don't trust the word that insanity tells, because insanity tells a whole lot of lies. The promises that he offers, he is not even able to keep. And he can only get to you if you look into his eyes real deep. So as he tries to persuade you, come and go his way, please remember my testimony and wave goodbye to insanity on that day. For I found no consolation in insanity's eyes. God bless you all. Pray my strength in the Lord. Yes. Okay.